and friends. I am running for president under the No Money Party because I basically have no money, and I don't think it should take money to become president. If you get money, you are bound to support the people who gave you that money. So the money buys the presidency. I don't think that should happen. The president should be accountable to the people, not to the money he got, which in the last, well, since I've been alive, it's always been that way. Anyway, I wanted to talk about today, basically I wanted to talk about the issue of being selfish. We as a country, as a people, need to stop being selfish. We have many of us are being selfish about what they think the government should give them. I remember a speech by somebody. He said, ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. Whatever happened to that? That guy would have been a Republican now. If you said that now, people go, oh, what are you talking about? The government owes me this. The government owes me that. It doesn't owe you anything. The government cannot give you something that it hasn't taken away from someone else. Now, that's really what a lot of people want, is they want things to be taken away from those rich people who aren't paying their fair share, which, by the way, they are. 90% of taxes are paid, well, actually about 60% of taxes are paid by the rich. 80% of the taxes are paid by the middle class and rich. Okay, so I think the rich are paying their fair share. I'm tired of hearing that. That is just another way of thievery. You know, you're just using the government to thieve money from other people. That's selfish. We need to start thinking about how to get jobs in this country, not how to steal from everybody else. Those people who have money, they can create jobs. But if you make them worried, if you start trying to steal their money, they're just going to grab all their money and run, which a lot of them have done. And nobody's going to get their money out of them. And in the end, we won't have jobs and no money. It's stupid. So I think it's time for us to stop this entitlement crap. It doesn't work. It's time for us to grow up as a country and get back on the right path of creating jobs, of producing things. While I'm at it, let me talk about environmentalism. Okay, I agree that we need to take care of the planet. The planet needs to be taken care of. We are stewards of this planet. But I do not agree with what's going on right now. What's going on right now is not doing things for the environment. It's doing things using the environment to make other people rich. Most of the environmental companies out there are not practical. Okay, if they're not practical, somebody's pocketing the money. Somebody's taking the money, and it's not going to work. Okay, many of Obama's cronies have taken a lot of this money, a lot of our money, which we don't have enough of. In fact, they're taking our debt. Is what they're taking money and creating debt. Okay, so what we need is practical environmentalism. I agree with practical environmentalism. I do not agree with impractical environmentalism. Impractical environmentalism will fail. Okay? Because it's impractical. So I have no problem with practical solutions to do the environment. But let's be realistic about it. Let's not be stupid about it. People say, oh, we'll just put up a lot of windmills. It's just going to be happy, happy, happy. No, it doesn't work that way. Windmills are not free. Okay? Windmills have a lot of maintenance issues. Any mechanism has maintenance issues. It's not free. Okay? The cost of the windmills isn't free. The problems they create with if you live near one, there's actually a lot of EFI that comes out of them because they're generating electrical fields. Okay? So they're not free and they're not perfect. Okay? This is what we need to get our heads around, is putting up a bunch of impractical environmental uses is a waste of our time and our money, of which we don't have. I agree we need to take care of the planet, but we need to do it in a practical, logical manner, not throw everything to wind, shotgun here, shotgun there. Hey, we'll just grow a bunch of seaweed and fix the world, you know. Hey, if it works, great. But let's not do it on a grand scale till we know it works. If there is something that works, it can be proven on a small scale. We don't have to blow it up big just to find out it didn't work. That's not practical. It's stupid. So I do not agree with stupid environmentalism. What I agree with is practical environmentalism. And practical environmentalism has to pay for itself. No offense, we got enough people out of jobs right now who need to pay for their families. They're more worried about their families than the environment. Okay? I'm not saying we should ignore the environment, but we need to get these people working. If these people are working, if society is growing, then there's money to put towards environmentalism. Right now, people are saying we don't have any money to put towards environmentalism. Of course not. We're not producing anything. If we produce nothing, we can spend nothing. Get it? I mean, anybody who has a checkbook understands that. If I don't have a job, if I don't have money come in, I can't put money out. It's just obvious. There's too many people who just throw logic to the wind and don't think about what they're doing. So, I think we need to be practical about what we do in the environment. I think we need to be practical about what we do with the money. We need a balanced budget. If I have to balance my budget, or I lose, the bank comes and repos my house, the government needs that too. Why should the government be above the same rules as us? Okay? If I had the same income, percentage-wise, and was spending the same amount as our government, I would already be in bankruptcy. So really, I'm surprised our government's credit rating is as good as it is. I would give us a lot worse, because credit is earned, and we aren't earning it. Credit is not deserved. Credit is earned. And we are getting we're not getting what we deserve is a far worse credit rating than what we have. So, you want to fix credit rating? Fix the money. You want to fix the environment? Fix the money. Make it practical. Throwing bad money after bad is not the way to fix the environment. It's stupid. And let's be realistic about what carbon footprint things really are. Electric cars are not zero carbon footprint. They might be less, but they're not zero. Electricity doesn't come out of magic. It comes out of the wall. Where does it come from the wall? It just magically comes in the wall? No, something generated it. Where did it get generated? In America, a lot of it's coal. Coal has a big carbon footprint. Okay? Oh, well, we want to put a bunch of wind turbines, and then we'll do some dams. I'm not against wind turbines, but make them practical. And reality is, they're not as practical at this time as many other sources. Okay, make it practical. Don't spend money towards impracticality that we don't have anyway. It's stupid. And we need to quit growing the government. The reason the government doesn't know how much trouble we're in is because you go to D.C., there's 3 million jobs open because D.C.'s growing. Denver's dying. New York City's dying. Boston's dying. Look at poor Detroit. Detroit's been dying for years. So all these stupid, as far as I'm concerned, the whole stupid government isn't seeing the issues because, of course, they're growing. They've grown as government. They got all kinds of jobs. Hey, we're doing great. Our economy's great. No, our economy's not. Why are stores still closing? Why are people still losing jobs? That's a lie. It's just a pure lie. And so they start throwing money towards stupid things like impractical environmentalism, and it's stupid. So I believe in practical environmentalism, I believe in a balanced budget, and I believe that we can make this country great again, but we need to quit being entitlement, and we need to quit being selfish. That's all there is to it. To a point, our government is following us. The government's selfish because we've been selfish. It's time for us to change, and then change the government. You want change? Let's do real change. Again, practical change or impractical change. So, thanks for listening. Hope you vote for me, have a write-in candidate. Again, it's Nomoneyparty, because there shouldn't take money to be president, but it does. Thanks for watching.